What up, everybody? It's your boy Aizen, and I'm back. Sorry I'm a little late giving you my Michigan coverage, and I know the game was Saturday night. It's just a little overwhelming, a lot. I had to taking some time, decompress, figure some things out when it comes to this game, and it comes to this Michigan squad. Yes, number 10 Michigan traveled to Washington in a Big Ten game, which still feels a little weird, but Michigan ended up falling short in this game, losing 27-17 on the road. For the second loss of the season. Mind you, coming to this game, I'll give you a quick update on some of the main injuries that affected this team. Jaden Mangham, the Michigan State transfer, didn't play. Derek Moore, opposite Josiah Story, did not play in this game. Rob Moore is still out. Amir Hall, the transfer we got from Albany, and Jaden McBurrows did not play. Jimmy Roeder didn't play. Two starting offensive linemen didn't play, and Dominic Gadice and Miles Sanders. So nobody wants to feel bad for you, but just some of the injuries that they're dealing with. It seems every week is something. Last week, Josiah Stewart and Will Johnson were out. We didn't know he was going to play, but he played. So it was just all over the place. Coaching staff's not giving you the full honesty, and it's telling you guys are hurt, and we don't know what the injuries is. And that's my one little rant I will say about college football. They just don't disclose injuries. It's always just random things. We need more information. It needs to be more like an NFL format where you're giving us updates on these injuries instead of keeping them out of the loop. It's just very frustrating. But coming to this game, Michigan starts on defense. Washington gets the ball first, and they drive down the field, and they end up missing a field goal. Yes, they miss a field goal, goes to the left, and Michigan gets out of there. First drive, they fell out Alec Orji playing, but then Washington's couple possessions in that first half, Washington starts to get going, start moving the football. Will Rogers is getting his receivers involved. Former Michigan receiver Giles Jackson gets involved. Denzel Boston, the next up-and-coming good receiver for Washington, got involved. The first touchdown of the game, third and goal. It's a fade route in the corner. Jair Hill slips, so he's not even able to jump for the ball. And Boston catches it, gets that front foot down, doesn't put the heel down, so it's a touchdown. Then later in the game, Giles Jackson gets it on the right side, and Washington's up 14-0. And Michigan's playing from behind 14-0. I'm thinking, hey, they're out the game. No chance in heck that they are able to come back. Then what do you know? Second quarter, we see a Jack Tuttle sighting. There was rumors in camp, and there's things going around that he was been the best passer in camp, but he's been dealing with the injury. 7th-year guy, got extra eligibility. Sherrone Moore takes a chance and says, let's put him in. And he actually throws the ball decently. Throws for 89 yards total, a touchdown. Gets some momentum going. Michigan's able to get a 39 touchdown by Donovan Edwards. He plays well against Washington. Gets it 14-7. Then Michigan's able to get a field goal right before the half, and then Washington gets the ball right before half, and Michigan blocks the field goal. So that's 2 missed field goals. Washington's already moved the ball. That's 6 points that they missed out on. Washington goes into the half up 14-10. And then second half, Tuttle comes in first opening drive. Michigan marches down the field, and he throws a touchdown pass on a scramble drill to Colston Loveland, our best offensive player. Obviously, no questions about it. So that it does. And then Michigan kind of stalls out after that. Washington does some things on offense. Will Howard was throwing the ball over the yard. His stat line was incredible. So 271, 2 touchdowns. He threw a pick to Ernest Hausman in that fourth quarter. But this is the fourth quarter just got real bad for Michigan. Just very sloppy, very undisciplined. They finished the game 5 penalties, 40 yards. But in that second half, after the Colston Loveland touchdown, Michigan punched the ball a couple times. And in the fourth quarter is where, like I said, it got bad. Back-to-back turnovers for Jack Tuttle. He gets sacked and the ball gets knocked out. That leads to a Jonah Coleman touchdown. Okay, down 7. Then again, Jack Tuttle's trying to throw an out route, and his safety undercuts Samaj Morgan for the pick. Then Washington ends up getting 3 in the game is pretty much in sync. So, hey, not good. This team continues to turn the football over. It continues to be a mess, and we've talked about it with the portal and all the nonsense. It just cannot happen. Jack Tuttle's the best option in passing the ball. I think he has to be the starting quarterback from here. Orji proves to you that he cannot throw the football once again, and it's not getting better. He's 6'3", 6'4". He got 2 batted balls down and get knocked down in the game. I just don't understand. 3 for 7 for 15 yards. It's not going to cut it. Colston Loveland had 6 catches for 33 yards. Samaj had 1 for 19. Marion Walker had 1 for 22. Once again, no passing vertical. I know Donovan Edwards had 14 for 95, that 39-yard touchdown. And they kind of went away from Khalil Mullings at 14 carries 49 yards. So, Michigan ran for 137 yards, but that just doesn't do justice. This defense, we talked about, we know that the offense is bad, it's terrible, but this defense is just, we have stars, we have Kendrick Graham, we have Mason Graham, we have Will Johnson, but it's a collective unit. We're just not good right now. Zeke Berry, my boy, I feel like he's going to have a big season, got beat on a couple plays. Makari Page got beat on a throw right down the middle of the field. Just jumped in. Giles Jackson, former Michigan guy, like I said before, had a big game. Denzel Boston finished for 5 for 80 in the touchdown. Giles Jackson 4 for 78 in the touchdown. Washington's two best receivers were getting it going, so they were able to do what they do. And then Washington was even able to bring in that fourth quarter Damon Williams, the true freshman quarterback, in, was previously committed to Arizona before Jedd Fisch took the Washington job. But he came and made some plays and was able to move the ball against Michigan. They even ran a trick play, a crazy trick play. So Washington just did what they needed to do, and they're starting to get better, they're starting to play better. But I'm just concerned in every aspect. Michigan is not a top 10 team. I don't even think they're a top 25 team right now, to be completely honest with you. Everything is out of funk. Late in that game, too, as well, Washington was able to get that field goal. There was a pass interference call on Will Johnson, and then there was a roughing the passer call on Kenneth Grant. It just was out of sync. You could just tell the game was over from there, and Washington was able to kick 3 because they didn't get the third and 1, so they kicked the field goal 4th and 1 just to make sure they're up 10. And I knew the game was dead and over. But let's start with another thing. This coaching staff is underwhelming. People just don't understand the impact of Harbaugh leaving. What it's done. Sharon is trying to figure it out on the fly. You can definitely tell he's still struggling in a lot of aspects with time management, with play calling. Kirk Campbell hasn't shown me anything yet. I just keeps iterating again. I just don't know how Michigan did not go into the portal this offseason trying to go get a quarterback. Yes, are we lacking offensively at the receiver spot? Yes. There's going to have to be a lot of changes in this offseason, but there's going to be a lot more losses coming this season before he said it. If they're not careful, they could lose 4 or 5 more games. I mean, they could lose up to 5 games. They could lose 2 or 3 more games. That would not surprise me. Indiana's of the world is undefeated right now. Illinois got 1 loss. So the only winnable game I see for sure, without a doubt, right now is Northwestern, because they're just a horrible football team. And as we know, Ohio State is rolling right now. I know they haven't played the greatest competition, but they will be tested coming into the week as they travel to Eugene to play the Oregon Ducks. But has to be some things. Wink Martindale, I like him, but he's just almost a Don Brown clone. Can't get home with the blitz. It's not there. Michigan doesn't do well with tempo, so I just think everything, just a lot to ask for this team. Come back and be able. They're struggling right now in every aspect, offensively, defensively, recruiting. We're not even in the top 10 as we should be coming over at a national title. Just a lot of things that got to get figured. It's a lot of mess, a lot of noise. This team's gonna have to find a way to win strong. But like I said, I would put Jack Taylor there and let him throw the ball. He did some good things, but he's the best quarterback you got on the roster right now. Because obviously Jaden Davis is not gonna play. He's not gonna see the field this year. And I've already inquired about that, and I'm already said my piece about it, but I know for a fact it's not going to happen. They don't trust him. They don't think he's ready. When he's not, then it is. But there's got to be major moves, major decisions this offseason, because, like I said, every game is a slugfest. Every game is hard. It's like grinding teeth. It's very, very, as I say, very, very frustrating, because what you thought for sure was the defense. It's just everything is taking a step back. Everything. So, like I said, Washington's going up and we're going down, even though Washington already had 2 losses. We're both 4-2, but they have better firepower. We're lacking firepower on the pass game. They're going to run the ball, but it's almost lifeless right now. It's almost just like, I'm not giving them a free pass because they won a national championship year. I need to see positive direction and positive growth going into next season. I'm saying it like the season is over, but it's not. But Michigan's not going to the Big Ten title game. They're not going to a bowl game of any significance. Are they better than a lot of these programs in the country right now? Yeah, but are they in that top upper echelon of programs right now for the Texas, the Ohio States, the Oregons, the Bama's still right now playing, even though they lost to Vandy? But you got to maintain that level. You take a step back, but you got to be able to reload. And I talked about this. This is where I expect them to be at this point in time. Figure out with the NIL, figure out with the transfer portal. You got to go big or go home. And that's just, it's plain and simple as it is. And I'm just very upset. I'm very frustrated with the way things are playing out right now, because it just looks very bleak right now. So a lot of things got to get figured out. But hey, they got a bye week this week, and then they go to Illinois. So this is a much regroup and reset. So I'm being realistic with you. Not a top 25 team. Can they get better? Sure. Are my expectations high? No, not at all. And they just are what they are this year. And we can't make the team any better than what it is. You got to add talent, man. Every year. Got to do it. Got to figure it out. What? We knew it was going to be a tough year, but my worst nightmares are true, and they're here, and there's no dodging it. So, but like I said, bye week, they'll give me less stress coming on Saturday, and it's a good slate of college football. I don't have to stress. One other note I wanted to go over. It was a crazy week in the top 25. 7 top 25 teams lost. Bama lost to Vandy. Tennessee lost to Arkansas on the road. Both Miami and Tennessee went on the road. Miami's almost lost, but they didn't. So Michigan lost, obviously. USC lost, Missouri lost. So there's a lot of shakeups. So how it will shape the college football playoff with the new 12-team format, we'll see. But crazy with college football, just know anything can go, and it's just crazy where we living. But it's always go blue, man. Just a lot of things to figure out and get situated. But hey, on to Illinois. See them soon. So the boys need a break, regroup, refresh. Sharon figure out some things. Get this Amethyst recruiting up. A lot of things need to be taken care of. But hey, I just want to give you guys my thoughts, my updates. Hey, subscribe, like my video. I appreciate all love and support. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.